Welcome back to another Thousand Trails Campground review and tour. This time we are at Spring Gulch, located in New Holland, Pennsylvania, and per usual, I'm going to take you on a full-blown tour of the campground from start to finish, giving you the best tips and suggestions on where to park, what to do in the area, all the different things. So if you enjoy this content, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you feel called to it, definitely subscribe. I make videos about RV life, nomad life, travel tidbits, entrepreneurship, and more. So the first thing that you need to know, the campers that you're going to see on the left side on the hill, those are going to be the work campers. If you're not familiar with work camper, it's basically a service that you can use if you want to stay at campgrounds longer by doing a work exchange. I did it when I was like 24, 25 years old, which was really bizarre to most people because most work campers are retired people, but you can do it at absolutely any age if you want to make RV life your full-time gig. You enter this campground, your dump station is going to be on the left as you come in, before you even get through the gate. I did not know this, and if you know anything about Thousand Trails, a lot of the sites do not have sewer hookups, and so if you need to dump, you're not going in to do it, it's going to be right there on your left. Just thank me later, okay? And if that helped you, definitely give this a thumbs up because you need to know that. As you go to enter the campground, there's going to be 3 lanes. The one on the far left is for people exiting. The one in the middle is for people who already have their code to get in. What you need to know about this campground is that the code changes every single week. Some campgrounds have a little key card buzzer. Some of them give you a code and you use it throughout your entire stay. This one has a 4-digit code and it changes quite literally every single week. There have been times when I forgot to call and get the new code for the following week and I did get locked out. So just keep in mind that you're going to get a code, but it is going to change every single week. The entrance on the far right is the one that you're going to use as you begin to enter the campground. So just keep that in mind that there's 2 boxes. You have to press the button to call. Of course, it only lets 1 car in at a time. I really love this campground, to be honest with you. The staff are so nice. The people are so cool. They are just the nicest people that I've ever met. And so I think you're really going to like this one. It's highly recommended by Good Sam. So as you enter in through the campground on the left, what you're seeing is the basketball court and the pool, which is surrounded by a white picket fence, and it also has a pool house right next to it. This is where you're going to stop so that you can do your check-in process. I never saw a lot of vehicles lined up for the check-in process because they make it very quick, simple, and easy. This is the welcome center and reception desk. The staff, again, are quite amazing. Right as you enter in, to your right, you're going to see a kiosk full of different brochures, but you can also check out the link in the description for more activities and things to do. And the store, as you can imagine, has normal things that most campground stores have. So you're going to be able to find a lot of stuff that you need in there. This is a really big campground. So I'm not going to do what I normally do, which is like go up and down every single lane, but you're going to get a very good idea of where you're going to want to park. So if you get the option to have full hookups or 3 points or a premium site or whatever, the bottom area is really nice and really easy to navigate, whereas the top, or what they call the mountain or the hill, is a little bit harder to navigate, and quite frankly, I got lost up there. I will come back and talk more about that later in the video. So what you're seeing here is the big maintenance building on my left, and I'm just stopping right in front of the dumpsters to the right here. The dumpsters are obviously where everybody's trash goes. There are kittens living here. If you've been looking for a pet, take a kitten with you. This campground has so many sites. It's actually unimaginable how many sites they have. They have a fishing pond and then a separate pond for swimming, both of which you're going to see as I go around this corner. What you're seeing right in front of me here is the mini golf, which leads to a road where you have a little bit more camper sites. And I believe those actually have full hookups. So if you have the option, get the sites behind the mini golf. What you're looking at here is me behind the office going off to the right. This is a rental home right in front of us that people rent to stay in. As I make this stop, you can see on the left that you can go up the hill to get to the top of the mountain, or you can go to the right to go over to the fishing pond. What's right in front of me is a swimming pond, which clearly says that there's no fishing. My recommendation is to stay right next to the fishing pond. It is really peaceful. You get amazing views of the campground, and the sunsets are absolutely stunning. And there are only about 6 sites right there, and the ones that are backing up to it are seasonal site holders, so you don't have a lot of people going in and out making a lot of ruckus. The camera's gonna get a little bit bumpy as I go through this area because you're switching from pavement to gravel. You can see a little tiny house there on the left, which is available for rent. You have a variety of different random empty spots, which are mostly 30 amp spots with water and no sewer. Up here on the left is a hill where you have a lot of seasonal site owners. I'm going to go to my right around the bend here, which is taking us into the front of the fishing pond, which is really peaceful when it's not snowing and the skies are blue. You get an amazing sunset, and it's really, really relaxing. I had a site right off here to the right, which was really nice, and I really enjoyed having that spot. The only thing I left out of this tour is going to be the dance hall, which also has the gym, the arcade, and one of the shower houses. I actually ended up taking this video after the campground was closed, so I did not include that in the tour. So as you can see, going up this hill is quite the experience. Once you get to the top of the hill, you are mostly going to find more campground spots, a few different tiny house style accommodations, and some cabins, but that is also where you're going to find the pool with the hot tub and other playgrounds. But for the most part, there was absolutely no way for me to give you an idea of what each spot is called, or what each section is called, or what each road is called, because as you can see, pretty much everything looks exactly the same. Make sure that you check out the description to see all of the equipment that I use in my RV as a full-timer, including things for sewer, water, electrical, solar, and also the supplies that I use when recording these videos. Over the last 7 years, I have stayed in a lot of different accommodations as an RVer. I began back out in Colorado, so I've done everything from work camping to work away, Thousand Trails, Harvest Host, Boondockers Welcome, Trusted House Sitters, you name it, I have done it. And so I will definitely link some additional videos up above here and also in the description if you are more interested in seeing more about alternative lifestyle, including how I make money as a full-time RV lifer. Some of the amenities included at the Thousand Trails Spring Gulch Campground include 2 pools with at least 1 hot tub, multiple campgrounds, multiple bathhouses, disc golf, an arcade, a gym, and also a country dance hall. You'll also find basketball courts, tennis courts, and other activities including mini golf. One of the things that's important to know about New Holland is that New Holland, Pennsylvania is located in Lancaster County. Lancaster, the place, is not the same as Lancaster, the county, which is not the same as Lancaster, the city. It's almost like 3 different places all in one, and Lancaster County is actually a really, really huge place. So if you're interested in things to do while visiting Lancaster, the county, then definitely check out the description for a variety of Amish and non-Amish related activities, tours, international food tours, electric bicycles, scavenger hunts. You'll find a lot of different things to do in the link in the description. Obviously, if you can see my photo and you've seen my videos before, then you'll know that I also made a video about what my experience is like as a solo Black female RVer. And so if you're interested in that video, I'll link that above if you would like to know more about what my experience is like living on the road as a solo Black woman. So now we're pulling up to the right where you have the second pool with the hot tub, the bathhouse, and the playground. That for me is really the only differentiating thing that helps you figure out where you are once you get up there, because everything does look very similar. Here you can see some cabins which you can rent. If you saw my video on how I make money as a full-time RV lifer, then you probably recognize these cabins from my last video, but you can definitely rent a variety of accommodations at the new Holland campground that do not include you bringing your own RV. In terms of my personal experience at the Thousand Trails Spring Gulch location, I would say that it was definitely like a 9.5 out of 10. The staff and the people here were extremely kind. I would say the only thing that was really frustrating and irking to me was that I kept finding feces from animals, including people's dogs, outside of my RV, which was quite frustrating. So outside of that, I would highly recommend going to this campground. There was really no issues the whole time that I was there, and I had a great experience. While I was staying in the Spring Gulch Campground, I also did have the opportunity to meet some really nice Amish people and got to know a lot more about their culture, which was really cool. If you've never gotten to know anyone who's Amish, one of the really cool things you can do while in Lancaster is you can actually have dinner with an Amish family and you can ask them all your wild burning questions about Amish life. So definitely feel free to go to the description below to see a link for where you can book tickets to have dinner with an Amish family, or just take an Amish immersion tour and visit their home. Thanks so much again for tuning into this video. Please enjoy the rest of this video with some cool vibey music playing in the background. If you have any questions about RV life, or you're interested in making some life changes so that you can start RV life, if you want to know how I make money as a solo entrepreneur, or anything else, feel free to check out the link in the description below, and I would love to connect with you. Please feel free to subscribe if you feel called to it. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with a friend. Until then, God bless, and I hope that our paths cross in the future. My recommendation for the best places to park in this campground would be by the fishing pond or behind the dance hall. Those are going to be the most quiet locations. I only had full hookups one time while I was staying here, and it was adjacent to the disc golf course, but honestly it was so chaotic. There were so many people and it was not very peaceful. So I highly recommend that you try to stay next to the fishing pond because there's not that many people that stay there.
I don't